Well, I was born in right in this community by Paganakminmikan. Uh, there's a little lake there, and that's where I was born. We had a little farm, and well, I was too young to work at that time. I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, so it was a big family. We had a house, but it wasn't very big, but we managed to survive in that little house. Yeah, and we were pretty happy, you know. And then I hadn't. I went to the residential school. I went to school here. We used to call it Congo Bridge School. It's not too well, quite a ways. You know, we had to walk every day, and then when I was about 12 years old, and I went to the residential school for 1 year, and that was some sort of experience.
Right. What year was that? When do you remember around the time you attended residential school?
I think it was 1946, 47.
46.
Yeah.
And could you tell me a little bit about that experience? Were you relatively young when you started attending the school?
Residential school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I was about 11 or 12 years old then. And I think my worst experience was just to go there. My father brought us to, we took a train here in Maniwaki, and it took about 4 hours, you know, them days. And it stopped in every town. And we got in Ottawa, and it seems like we had to stay there for the full day. And in the evening we got on, and we got on another train going to Spanish Ontario. It's about 400 or 500 miles away.
Okay.
And we got on the train, and then all of a sudden my dad starts, you know, going, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He says, "I lost my ticket. I lost my ticket." And there was 3 of us. I had my 2 brothers and myself. And one of them ran away, the youngest one. He ran away when we were being picked up. He ran in the bush, so they couldn't get him. And then there was 3 of us, and I told my dad, "Well, what do you want to do?" He says, "I have to go and look around. I don't know where he dropped us." He left, and the train takes off. We didn't have anything. I don't know. We didn't have anything, and we just stay in the train. And I don't know where we were. I don't know if it's North Bay. We had to transfer, and we transferred. We got on the wrong train. And the conductor, he had to help us, you know, get us off, put us on another train. So I don't know, it seems like we had to ride all night because it was daytime now. And, we got in Spanish, so the train stopped and we got off. We have nothing, so we just got off, and we looked around. It's a good thing we spoke a little bit of English, and there was a man there, and we asked him, where's the school? So he says, "Oh, it's way over there, you gotta walk." So I think it was about maybe 2-3 kilometers we had to walk. We found the school, and we get there, and we told him, and we didn't have anything, and the Indian agent here told us we were going to be well taken care of. The Indian agent wasn't in charge, but there was nothing. So we get there, and I told him my name, and this is what happened, and that's why we're here, and so at least we were accepted. So that's one of the things, you know, it's hard to forget. It's right up here. And so we stayed there about 9 or 10 months we had, you know, for school. And my 2 brothers, I saw them once to get together just to talk to each other. And Dad stood way over there and me way over here, and we just look at each other, and we couldn't use our language. You know, our language was first language, we couldn't use it. So we had to try and speak to each other in English. So at least we were able, you know, to talk to each other a little bit. you know, other than that, I never saw them. There's the boys' school on one side and the girls' school across the road.
Okay.
So that I used to, you know, look over there, you know, see a bunch of boys playing around. Me, I'm looking over there, you know, trying to locate my brothers, and could never. So it was, and when they asked me, "What grade are you in?" I said, "Grade 4." I should have said I finished grade 4, but I said grade 4, so they put me in grade 4, and that was the most dullest year I ever spent in school, because I had to relearn. Me, I'm just sitting there, you know, and they give me papers. I've done it before, you know. I'm just looking out the window, dreaming, and it was the only thing I learned over there is well, they made me work. You know, I had to work on the hallway. I always had to clean it every day, and we used to wash the boys' clothing. I wasn't in the laundry room, but when they dry them, when there's boys' socks, we had to fix all the boys' socks. When there's a hole on them, we had to darn them. And I became a very good darner. I could darn those socks. When my father came and get us, it was in June, and June, I guess it was, I think, anyway. I remember him, we never came, nobody ever came and see us in the family. And when he got there, I see him standing there. And Dad couldn't believe it, so it was him. So you know, it was nice to see somebody picking you up for a change, somebody from your community. Yeah, I wrote a letter to my dad, and he answered me once. That's about it. And he gave us a little bit of money, and I had a little bit of money, and they took it away from me, and I never had, you know, I never got money. They brought us in town one time, walking, you know, from the teacher. We went with the teacher, and I didn't have no money. So I know I had a little bit of money, but never saw it again. And it was a pretty long year for me. And I couldn't use my language, and I see others, children, Ojibways, they're very close to my language, and we used to talk to each other, and we tried, but we had to hide. We had to hide, you know, very secretive. We had to be very secretive using our language. Even here, when I started school here, we couldn't use our language at school, and when we play outside, it's all bush all around, so we all run in the bush and we use our language. We were forbidden to use our language. Yeah, except going to church every morning, every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to go to church all the time. Pray, 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 pray. And I had a little brother that was sick, and I used to pray for him every day. So when I got back, he was gone. Yeah? I never heard anything. He died. But some teachers were okay. Because I saw a lot of strapping going on, a lot of strapping. Maybe they had it coming, I don't know. And her name was Miss Berrigan, and she was the strap lady. And when I saw her, she was sitting there, and I went to sit beside her. I told Miss Berrigan, I said, "I'm here. It's not because I was bad. I am not bad." And she said, "Okay." And I never got in trouble. Of course, I got in a fight a couple of times, but I never got punished for that. No, well, I told him, I says, she keeps bothering me, and I had to, you know, fight back. When you have a break, they used to pass a little lunch, a slice of bread and water. That's our lunch. Yeah. Once in a while, they give us a teaspoon of peanut butter. And I love peanut butter since that time. I still love it. Well, this, I guess I might as well tell you, I had somebody from Rapid Lake, this girl, I knew her. I had an idea they were sort of my cousins, but they were from another community in Rapid Lake. And I meet this girl, she's pretty big, you know, I think she was a little older than me. And every time I meet her, that's all I smell is cow shit. You know, we had cows,
Yeah.
we had horses, and that's all I smell is cow shit. Every time I meet her on the hallway or something, but we didn't really make friends because I never hardly saw her. So a few years ago, we were at the band office, and we were filling papers like this, you know, for the residential school, whatever we had to do. And she was there, and so I filled my paper up, and she says, "Could you please help me?" And I want fill out this form. "Hey, you went to school, Christine?" "Yeah." She said, "I went to school." "Well, you don't know how to fill that out." She said, "No." "So what happened?" She said, "You know what?" She says, "When I was in residential school," she said, I wasn't working in the stables all the time, and all I had to do is look after the animals." And she says, and I asked one time if that I wanted to learn how to read. You know what they did to me? They put me in a dark room for 1 week. You know, and that was a sad story for her. I don't know why they put her in the stables to work, and she didn't know how to read. So that's maybe 10, 15 years ago. I never knew that, but that's what she told me. Well, she's gone now. She died a few years ago. But I was very surprised. And my younger brother, he was 10, I think, 10 years old, and he was sexually abused, and he never said anything, never mentioned anything till just before he died. He told what happened at the school. He never told us anything. And my other brother, him too, my older brother, him too. He says when we go to bed at night, he says somebody comes around and touches the boys during the night, and we don't know who it is, and it's dark, and I don't know exactly who it was. And he says me, I just jump up from my bed, I run in the bathroom and stay there, you know. And that's what he was telling me one time. So I think it was maybe worse for the boys than, because I didn't experience that, at least that, at the school, at the residential school. But it's, you know, for the boys, I went through the scary part, you know, but I went through it. I was okay. And, there's one thing that really stuck to my head, and he says, love yourself before you can love anybody else. So now it's in my head. When I go, sometimes I go somewhere, you know, and I talk to the people, and that's what I tell them. Especially our young people too. You know, you gotta love yourself first before you can love other people. I thought that's still in my mind all the time. Teach, especially the native children, teach their, try and show them that culture, they need that culture, and it's something that they need for their self-esteem, eh? Because especially if you look like a Anishinaabe, you know what Anishinaabe is, a native, and I know you, it's a little bit hard. So at least, you know, because I read some history books at school. I went to Kanawagi to go to school, and it's a school, and they send us in a classroom, and he says go and read the history books. You're gonna find out. Okay, I went, and one history book, it wasn't very nice about Native people. It didn't take me long. You know, it's an Indian school, and yet they had those books in there. It wasn't very nice. So there, I'm sure there must be books around yet that's not too nice. Okay, miigwech. Miigwech is thank you, not
Oh.
long for
I